is for the SwiftJet car foamer sprayer. Now I just got this, so it's still in the box. So let me show you what it looks like when you open this thing up. So everything's packed in here really well. So let's go ahead and take these things out. All right, so I have this all out of the box now. Here's all the pieces. We got our bottle there, we have our cleaner and our attachments, and of course the nozzle. Now the directions are pretty clear. It tells you how to put this thing together. So let me go ahead and put this together real quick. So this attachment here just fits on the part where it's gonna be spraying out. And this part here, you wanna make sure you just pull this piece down, and when you pull it down, it should pop right in there like that, and then it's on there good. Then you do have this piece here for if you have one of those hoses that attach to that, or you can just go directly down into the hose, and you have this other attachment as well that you can use, and you have your cleaner there. So what we're gonna do is here, I'm gonna go outside and hook this onto the hose, and we're gonna test this thing out and doing some cleaning. And this part right here, this is our foaming nozzle, and this one is our rinsing one. So we'll first do the rinse, we'll do the foam, and then we'll rinse off with that one. Now in the directions here, you'll see we have this chart here. We have for the dial, you have off and an A through E, and it shows you, how much spray pressure you have coming out there, so the settings. And that's where you set it on here. So you see I have this little dial right here. It's on A right now. If I rotate the other way, it's off. And if I go this way, it's A, and it goes B, C, and what we'll do is when we're outside spraying this, we'll see how it changes the pressure for each one of these settings. So the directions on how to use this, very simple. What we're gonna do is we're gonna fill this up here with 2 to 4 ounces of our favorite car soap, all right? And then we're gonna fill it up with the rest with warm water. Then we're gonna connect this, to the rinsing tip to the end of this here. We're going to have the zero, we're gonna have the nozzle set to off, and we're gonna just rinse off the vehicle. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna have our foam setting, A for the least amount of foam, E for the most, and then we're gonna start foaming the vehicle. Then we're gonna use our wash mitt right there to spread the soapy water and the soapy foam over the vehicle, and then we're gonna swap out the hose sprayer, or we can use the rinsing tip to wash the foam off the vehicle, and then of course we'll wipe it down dry when we're finished with the absorbent cloth. Now that is not included, just so you know. So one thing we don't have here is the absorbent cloth, but we have everything else that we have, and of course we need a hose outside as well. So let's go ahead outside and start cleaning with our new sprayer. All right, I'm outside here, and this is just a normal garden hose there. It's connected, and that will fit right into the bottom of this. So if you have a normal garden hose, you can do that, or if you have the quick connect, you can use the other fitting. But for this one, I'm just gonna put this hose right into the sprayer. All right, so this is the front of my Class C RV, as you can see, and this is really dirty. It hasn't been cleaned in a while. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna test it. The window's all dirty there. We're gonna see how good this thing works. So right now I have it on the spray nozzle, and I have it to off. So the first thing we're gonna do is we are going to just rinse it off. So that's what we're doing at first. With the thing being off, it's not using the soap that I put in there yet. We're just hosing it off. And you see it puts a good spray out there already. So it has some good force behind it, which is nice. All right, so once we have that all hosed off, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna turn that nozzle, and let's test it on the A setting. So it should be with the foam, and then we wanna take off this piece and put on the other nozzle. And this is our foam nozzle. So we're gonna put it in there until it clicks. And let's try that with A. And there we go, it's starting to foam up. Okay, let's move it to B. Okay, we're on B now. A little more foam, as you see. All right, interesting. Let's go to C. There's C. And now even a little more foam. Oh, nice. Okay, this is working really good. Let's go to the next one. That's the D foam. Just a little bit more foam. Cool. And last one is E, so this would be the most foam. And you see it's putting out some really good foam there. All right, so let's get this all lathered up. Get on the window there. Good, now we want to get our mitt. Of course, I'm gonna put that on my hand. And we use this to start cleaning it off. And look at that, everything's coming right off nicely. So let me finish doing this, and then I'll come back and rinse it off. All right, I got that all cleaned off with the mitt. Now I turn this back to the O, and I'm gonna put the other nozzle on. So take off the foamer, and I put the other nozzle on there, and let's hose this off. And when I was using the mitt, I was very impressed of how well that was cleaning. Really got into the nooks of this front of the cab here. Did a really good job getting that dirt out. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but I sure can. That is much cleaner than it was. It was pretty dirty, and now it looks like new. I didn't get the tire, but I did get that front end there, and this whole side. And then that's it. So you'll see, I went through, looks like half of that spray bottle. So just in that area to get it clean. So once that goes down, I would actually just have to fill that up. So look how nice that did. So the only thing I would want to do is probably just dry that off. But you can see the difference, how dirty it was compared to how clean that is. So tell you what, this SwiftJet car foamer, I really like it. I like how it foams up, and you can control the spray, the different foam, how it fits really good, and just works really easy. And of course that mitt, well, I did a great job. So I do highly recommend this. I think it's something that can really make your life easier when you're cleaning your cars, RVs, any vehicle outside. So I hope you enjoy this review.